Have you ever finished a nice warm shower, feeling clean and refreshed, only to later notice an odd itch or discomfort in a spot you didn't even think about? As we grow older, especially after 70, our bodies go through subtle yet important changes. And unfortunately, the hygiene habits that once worked perfectly may no longer protect us the way they used to. In today's video, we're going to uncover 3 areas on your body that are often ignored but absolutely essential to clean every single day after 70. These places might not be part of your usual routine, but neglecting them can silently invite rashes, infections, skin irritation, or even more serious health complications. And if you stay with us until the end, you'll also discover a small but powerful area that could be quietly weakening your immune system without you realizing it. Knowing this could completely change how you feel in your own body every single day. Before we dive in, please take a moment to like this video to help spread helpful aging wisdom. If you haven't yet, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new tip. And one more thing, if you find this topic helpful, comment the number 1 below. If not, feel free to comment 0. I truly appreciate your feedback. Part 1. The feet, your foundation for health. Let's start with something simple. Something you use every single day. Your feet. They carry you. They keep you balanced. They support your entire body. From the moment you wake up to the time you lie down, your feet are working. But as we age, they become one of the most neglected parts of the body, especially after 70. Many people forget how much their feet matter. A quick rinse in the shower, maybe a swipe with a towel, then move on. But here's something important to remember. Your feet aren't just there to help you move. They're a direct link to your independence, your mobility, and your health. Taking care of your feet after 70 is not about vanity. It's about survival. It's about freedom. Why foot care becomes more important as you age. Let's talk about what changes. After 70, blood flow to the feet slows down. This means even small wounds take longer to heal. Your skin gets thinner, it dries out faster, it cracks more easily. Those tiny cracks, they can become doorways for bacteria and fungus. Your immune system also gets weaker. So when infection happens, your body struggles to fight it. If you have conditions like diabetes or poor circulation, the danger is even greater. In these cases, you might not even feel a wound forming. That means by the time you notice something's wrong, it could already be serious. Common foot problems in older adults. Let's go through some common foot issues. One of the most overlooked problems is fungal infection. Like athlete's foot, it starts small, a little itching, some peeling between the toes, maybe a strange smell. It doesn't seem like a big deal. But in older adults, that fungus can spread fast. It can break down the skin. Then bacteria enter. And now you've got an infection that might need antibiotics. Or worse, a trip to the hospital. Another common problem, dry, cracked heels. Maybe you've seen some flaking or felt tight skin. You ignore it. But then a crack forms and it gets deeper, and now it hurts to walk. Cracks allow germs in. And in someone with slow healing like most older adults, it can lead to painful ulcers. If you have diabetes, even a small sore can quickly become a serious problem. Sometimes, even leading to amputations if not treated early. A real-life lesson, Margaret's story. Let me share a story. Margaret is 74. She was a retired librarian who loved going on daily walks around her neighborhood. She noticed some tightness in her heels and a little itch between her toes, but she didn't think much of it. She assumed it was just dry skin, part of getting older, so she ignored it. Day after day. 3 weeks later, the tightness had become a crack. It was bleeding, and her heel throbbed when she walked. When she finally saw her doctor, she was diagnosed with a bacterial infection caused by untreated dryness. She had to go on antibiotics. She missed her walks for nearly a month. And she said this one sentence that stuck with me. I thought it was nothing, but that little crack took away my independence. Your feet are talking. Are you listening? Your feet often show the first signs of health problems. They whisper before they scream. A little itch, a change in color, a sore that takes too long to heal. Ignoring those signs can cost you more than you think. That's why a few minutes each day to care for your feet can save you from big trouble down the line. And the good news, you don't need expensive products or fancy tools. All you need is attention and a simple routine you can follow at home. So, how can we take care of our feet in a way that actually protects us? Let's walk through a simple routine you can follow at home. It doesn't take long. It doesn't need fancy tools, and it can make all the difference in your quality of life. Step 1, daily inspection. Every morning or every evening, take a few minutes to look at your feet. Use a good light, a magnifying mirror if needed, or ask a family member or caregiver to help. If it's hard to see or reach, what should you look for? Redness, swelling, dryness, cracks, cuts, blisters. Any change in color or skin texture. Pay close attention to the heels, soles, and between the toes. The earlier you catch a problem, the easier it is to treat. Step 2, gentle cleaning. Washing your feet properly is more than just letting water run over them in the shower. Use warm water, not hot. Hot water dries out the skin faster. Pick a mild, unscented soap, something gentle. Use your hands, a soft cloth, or a sponge to clean every part of your foot, between the toes, around the nails, along the heel and arch. If bending is difficult, consider a long-handled brush or foot washing tool. Rinse well. Soap left behind can irritate your skin. Step 3, dry completely. This part is often rushed, but it matters. Take a clean, soft towel and pat your feet dry. Don't rub too hard. And most importantly, dry between each toe. Why? Because moisture left between your toes is a perfect place for fungus to grow. If it's hard to reach, you can use a long-handled towel or even a hairdryer on cool setting. Just make sure the feet are completely dry. Step 4, moisturize carefully. After drying, use a gentle, fragrance-free foot cream or lotion. Look for products with urea, glycerin, or hyaluronic acid. They help keep the skin soft and hydrated. Rub the lotion on the tops and soles of your feet, but don't put lotion between the toes. Too much moisture there can cause fungus. If you're unsure what product to use, ask a doctor or pharmacist. They can recommend something based on your skin type. Step 5, footwear and sock choices. Choose shoes that fit well and give proper support. Tight shoes can cause blisters and pressure sores. Loose shoes can make you trip. Look for breathable materials. Rotate your shoes. Don't wear the same pair every day. Let them dry out. As for socks, pick ones made from cotton, bamboo, or moisture-wicking materials. Change them daily, or more often if your feet sweat a lot. Step 6, nail care and professional help. Keep toenails trimmed straight across, not too short. Use clean clippers. Don't dig into the sides that can lead to ingrown nails. If your nails are thick, discolored, or brittle, it could be a fungal infection. Say, a podiatrist. They can help with nail care, corns, calluses, and any pain that affects your walk. The bigger picture, caring for your feet isn't just about hygiene. It's about protecting your ability to move, to walk with confidence, to go outside, to stay connected to life. Neglected feet can cause pain. Pain leads to less movement. Less movement leads to isolation. But daily foot care, just 10 minutes a day, can keep you moving, can keep you independent, can help you stay strong, proud, and engaged. Before you put on your shoes tomorrow morning, ask yourself, have I given my feet the attention they deserve today? They carry you through life. Give them the care they've earned. If you're still watching and learning with me, please comment number 1 so I know you're here. If not, leave 0, and I'll use your feedback to make the next video better for you. Part 2. The groin area, a hidden hotspot for infection. Let's talk about a part of the body that doesn't get much attention yet can cause big problems if ignored. I'm talking about the groin area. It's sensitive, it's private, and most people don't think twice about it when they shower. But after 70, this area changes. The skin becomes thinner, sweat glands slow down, but moisture can still collect, and if you sit for long periods or wear tight underwear, it creates the perfect place for trouble to grow. Now, let's be honest. This is not something people like to talk about, but avoiding the topic only makes it worse. The groin is a warm, dark, and sometimes damp space. That's exactly what bacteria and fungi love. Without proper care, it becomes a key danger zone. So what really happens in that area? You might notice some itching, maybe a rash, or even a little smell. Most people shrug it off and say, it's just heat, or it'll go away. But here's the truth, many times it doesn't. One of the most common issues here is intertrigo. That's a skin irritation that happens in folds like the creases between your thighs. It can start as mild redness, but turn into painful raw skin if left untreated. Another common issue is jock itch, a fungal infection. It's not just for athletes. Anyone with sweat, friction, and warm skin can get it, especially older adults. Symptoms may include itchy, red skin, burning between the thighs or groin folds, odor, peeling or cracking skin, discomfort when walking or sitting, and here's the scary part, if you scratch, you can break the skin. That opens the door to bacteria. Soon, you're not just dealing with a rash. You're facing a serious skin infection that could spread fast, especially if you have diabetes or poor circulation. Let me tell you about someone who ignored the warning signs. His name is Walter, a 79-year-old retired mechanic. He enjoyed watching television, reading, and sitting out on his porch in the afternoons. Walter never thought much about hygiene beyond a quick rinse. He noticed some itching between his thighs, but thought it was harmless. He wore the same thick underwear every day, even on hot afternoons. Weeks went by. The itch got worse. He started noticing red patches that didn't go away. Still, he didn't say anything. By the time he went to the doctor, it had turned into a severe fungal infection spreading across his groin and inner thighs. He needed oral antifungals and weeks of recovery. Walter's story is more common than you think. Why? Because this part of the body gets overlooked. People are embarrassed. They don't ask for help. And small problems grow into big ones. That's why it's so important to bring this into the open. Not to scare anyone, but to protect you. Knowing how this area behaves as you age can help you avoid discomfort, infection, and unnecessary doctor visits. We'll go step by step through proper hygiene tips for keeping the groin area clean, dry, and healthy. Now let's go over how to keep this area clean, healthy, and free of problems, especially after 65. The first rule is simple: clean gently, but thoroughly. Use warm water and a mild, fragrance-free soap. Harsh soaps or strong perfumes can irritate the skin and disrupt its balance. Avoid scrubbing or using rough sponges. The skin here is delicate and can tear easily. Just use your hand or a soft washcloth to cleanse around the folds. After washing, it's important to dry completely. Never leave moisture behind. Even small drops of water trapped between the folds can feed fungi and bacteria. Use a soft towel and gently pat the area dry. Do not rub. And make sure the skin between the thighs and folds is completely dry. If it's hard to reach, a hairdryer on a cool setting can help just keep it at a safe distance. Next is moisture control. While you want to keep the area dry, sometimes sweating is unavoidable, especially in hot climates or during warm nights. To help, consider using a non-talc, gentle powder, or a moisture-wicking cloth liner in your underwear. Avoid heavy creams or lotions unless directed by your doctor. Remember, the goal is to keep the area dry, not sticky. Your clothing choices matter too. Loose-fitting underwear made of breathable fabric like cotton is best. Avoid tight, synthetic materials that trap heat and moisture. At night, you might even try sleeping without underwear to let the area breathe. And always change your undergarments daily more often if you sweat. Also, consider your daily habits. Sitting for long hours can increase friction and trap heat. Try to take short walks or shift positions regularly. When you use the restroom, wipe gently and front to back. Hygiene doesn't have to be complicated, just consistent. If you notice redness, itching, or discomfort, don't ignore it. Many infections start small. What seems like mild irritation today could grow worse in just a few days. Check the area regularly. Once a day is enough. A handheld mirror can help you see places that are harder to reach. If something seems off, like unusual discharge, pain, or a foul smell, see a doctor. It's not about fear, it's about early action. The sooner you treat a problem, the easier it is to fix. You should also avoid home remedies unless approved. Some people try oils, powders, or herbal creams without guidance. But these can irritate aging skin or make infections worse. Always ask your doctor or pharmacist before trying new products down there. Finally, know that caring for this area is not shameful, it's smart. It's part of your body. It deserves the same attention you'd give your hands, feet, or heart. By taking a few simple steps each day, you're protecting your comfort, mobility, and confidence. Let's end with a quick recap. Wash gently with warm water and mild soap. Dry completely after bathing. Wear loose, breathable underwear. Keep the area dry, especially in folds. Check daily for any signs of irritation. Don't delay seeking help if something doesn't feel right. These aren't difficult things to do, but they make a big difference. And before we move on, I'd love to hear from you. If you're still watching and this part was helpful, please comment the number 2 below. That tells me you're taking these lessons seriously and that you're still with me on this journey of better self-care after 60. Part 3. The navel area is a hidden pocket that deserves daily care. It's easy to overlook the belly button. It's not a body part we talk about often, and it doesn't usually demand attention. But for older adults, this small area can quietly become a source of discomfort or even infection if not cared for properly. The navel is essentially a small, enclosed pocket, and like any pocket, it can collect things: sweat, dirt, oil, lint, and dead skin cells. Over time, these materials build up. When you're younger, your body's natural defenses, faster skin turnover, and more active immune system may help you avoid issues. But after 70, things change. The skin around the abdomen loses its elasticity, the immune system slows down, and personal hygiene routines that worked fine for decades may not be enough anymore. Take, for example, someone like Walter, who's in his early 80s. He's always been healthy, active, and consistent about daily showers, but he began to notice a faint smell he couldn't explain. At first, he thought it was just sweat from warmer weather. Then came the mild itching and eventually a red, irritated patch of skin just around his belly button. It turned out to be a minor infection from trapped moisture and buildup. Walter never imagined such a small area could cause so much trouble. But it did. The truth is, the navel is a dark, warm, and sometimes moist space, especially if you have a deeper belly button or carry extra weight in the midsection. These are the perfect conditions for bacteria and fungi to thrive. That makes the belly button one of the most neglected, yet important, areas to clean regularly. So why is this more urgent in later life? For starters, aging skin is thinner and less resilient. It cracks more easily and heals more slowly. Any small scratch or irritated patch becomes more vulnerable to infection. If moisture gets trapped, it creates a breeding ground. And if your immune system is already slower to respond as it is for most people after 70, then recovery is no longer quick or simple. Another risk is reduced flexibility. Some older adults find it difficult to bend, twist, or reach certain parts of their bodies, so areas like the belly button get missed. What used to be a routine shower becomes more about getting clean quickly than checking for problem spots. And without regular inspection, issues can go unnoticed until they become serious. Medications can also play a role. Many older adults take prescriptions that dry the skin or affect immune function. That makes the skin even more delicate and prone to irritation. All of these factors add up to make belly button care more important and more complicated than it used to be. Let's talk about what can actually happen if you don't keep this area clean. First, there's odor. Many seniors notice a musty smell that won't go away even after bathing. That's often a sign of trapped sweat and dead skin. Next is irritation. A buildup of dirt or soap residue can lead to redness, itching, and inflammation. For those with sensitive skin, it may progress into a rash. Then there are infections. If moisture and debris aren't cleared regularly, bacteria or fungi can grow. Some people even develop navel stones, hardened bits of debris that need to be removed carefully. Sometimes by a healthcare professional. In extreme cases, these infections can spread beyond the belly button, affecting surrounding tissue. The good news is, all of this can be prevented with just a little attention each day. You don't need fancy products or a complicated routine. All it takes is a few extra moments during your shower to give your belly button the care it deserves. We'll go step by step through the proper way to clean your navel, what to use, what to avoid, and how to keep it dry and protected afterward. These small steps can prevent weeks of discomfort and support your overall hygiene as you age. Caring for the belly button might seem unnecessary. It's small, hidden, and doesn't usually call attention to itself. But when neglected, it can become a hotspot for buildup, infection, and odor, especially as the body changes with age. Here's how to take care of it in a safe, effective, and simple way. Start by gently washing the area during your daily shower. Use warm water and a mild, fragrance-free soap. Avoid strong chemicals or harsh scrubbing. The skin around and inside the navel is delicate. Lather your fingers or a soft cloth and clean the area using gentle, circular motions. For people with deeper navels or folds, a cotton swab dipped in warm, soapy water can help reach inside carefully. Make sure to be slow and gentle. Never push too hard or use sharp tools. After cleansing, rinse thoroughly to remove all traces of soap. This step is important. Leftover soap can dry out the skin or cause irritation, especially in the warm, enclosed space of the navel. Next comes drying. This is one of the most critical steps in preventing problems. Any moisture left inside can trap bacteria or fungi, which may lead to unpleasant smells or infections. Use a clean, soft towel to gently pat the area dry. If reaching the area is difficult, a cotton swab or a hairdryer set to cool can help. Never leave the area damp. If the skin around the belly button is dry or itchy, you can apply a small amount of light, fragrance-free moisturizer. Look for ingredients like glycerin, aloe vera, or urea. Avoid applying cream directly inside the belly button. This can trap moisture and increase the risk of infection. Only use lotion around the outside edges. In some cases, if buildup or discharge is present, a saline solution Salt water can help cleanse the area gently, but this should be done only if there are no open wounds or signs of irritation. And if there's any bleeding, pain, or unusual smell, it's time to speak to a healthcare provider. These could be early signs of a skin infection or something more serious. Wearing breathable clothing also plays a role in keeping the navel clean. Tight waistbands or synthetic fabrics can trap, sweat, and restrict airflow. Choosing soft, loose-fitting clothing made of natural fibers like cotton can help the area stay dry and clean throughout the day. Some people may notice a buildup of lint, dead skin, or even oil inside the belly button. This is normal, but it needs to be gently removed. Don't ignore it or scrape at it. A regular hygiene routine will prevent this from becoming a problem. It's also important to check the area regularly. Just a quick glance during your morning or evening routine can help you spot any redness, swelling, or unusual changes before they become something more serious. Caring for the navel isn't about being obsessive, it's about being aware. Like trimming your nails or brushing your teeth, it's a small act of maintenance that supports larger health goals. A few minutes a day can help you avoid discomfort, odor, and possible infection. What surprises many people is how much better they feel once they include this simple care in their daily hygiene. They feel fresher, more confident, and more in control of their health just from tending to a small part of their body that they used to ignore. Remember, aging brings many changes. Skin becomes thinner, immune response slows, and small irritations can grow into larger problems. That's why proactive care is more important now than ever before. So, tomorrow morning, after your shower, pause for just 1 minute, clean, dry, and check your belly button. It might be the smallest thing you do all day, but it could make a big difference in your comfort and well-being. If you've stayed with me until now, I'd love to know you're still here. Please comment the number 3 below. That little number helps me know this message reached someone who cares about their health just like you. Final thoughts. As we wrap up this journey through 3 often overlooked areas of the body, the underarms, the groin, and the navel, let's pause and reflect on why they matter more than most people realize. These aren't just places to rinse and move on. They're signals, indicators, quiet messengers that reveal how your body is holding up under the pressure of time, stress, and daily life. The truth is, our skin tells stories long before symptoms appear. And in older age, when immunity weakens and circulation slows, these subtle signs become louder. For people in their 60s, 70s, and beyond, ignoring these areas isn't just a hygiene issue, it's a missed opportunity to stay ahead of potential health problems. Let's go back to what each area reveals. Your underarms aren't just about sweat or smell. Underneath lies a network of over 20 lymph nodes. These are essential for your immune system. If this area becomes clogged with old deodorant, dead skin, or bacteria, it doesn't just cause odor, it can block lymphatic drainage. That can lead to swelling, inflammation, and fatigue. A quick daily rinse, a gentle clean, can help your body flush out toxins naturally. You'll feel fresher, lighter, and more energized. The groin is another misunderstood area. Many seniors overlook it because it feels private or awkward to talk about. But this region is where heat, moisture, and friction meet, and that mix, especially in older adults who sit more, move less, or manage incontinence, can lead to fungal or bacterial infections. A few minutes a day to clean and dry this space helps protect your mobility, your dignity, and your peace of mind. And then there's the navel, the belly button, often forgotten, yet incredibly important. It's a pocket, a small space where sweat, oil, and dead skin collect. If ignored, it becomes the perfect breeding ground for bacteria or yeast. Infections like ampulitis can start here and spread quickly. But the solution? Just 30 seconds of gentle cleaning and drying. That's all it takes to prevent weeks of irritation, discomfort, or even medication. But here's the bigger message behind all this aging. Well, isn't about doing something dramatic. It's not about expensive creams, endless supplements, or trying to look young again. It's about respect. It's about showing your body every inch of it that you're still here, still paying attention, and still choosing to care. When you care for these areas consistently, you get real results. Fewer rashes, fever doctor visits, better sleep, more comfort when you sit, walk, or move, and most of all, you gain confidence. You feel clean, capable, and connected to your body in a way that many people let slip with age. So, what can you do starting today, just a few minutes each day? Gently clean your underarms. Pat dry your groin. Check and wipe your navel. These aren't chores. They're acts of self-respect, small rituals that protect your health and preserve your independence. You are not too old. You are not too late. And you are not invisible. Thank you for spending this time with us. If you learned something new today, maybe a reminder about drying between your toes, or a reason to start paying attention to your belly button, let us know in the comments. If this video helped you, comment the number 1 below. If you think it could be improved, comment 0. Your feedback helps us create better content that serves you and others like you. And as always, please consider liking this video, subscribing to our channel, and sharing it with someone you care about. A small tip today might be the turning point in someone's tomorrow.